Alright, so let's hello everyone. This is going to be a unedited video, so don't expect any time skips or whatnot or editing to correct. Alright, so what I'm going to be showing you today is a blueprint of a quick recursive blueprint design that I've made for a self-expanding solar farm. This blueprint does take event or This blueprint does use the recursive blueprint mod. So before we start, let me just double check. Alright, recursive blueprints enabled version 0.16.1. Excuse me. Dependency, okay. So if I were to just load up a game, close that, press B, import, V, here's my book. This blueprint only has, or for this self-expanding solar farm, it will only rely on 3 blueprints. The initial startup, the setup of the expansion, and well, yeah. Now let's go actually put this into action, shall we? Where is my book? Oh, here. So we will build the first blueprint. Okay, so I know this is a bit hard. You're going to take the blueprint book and you're going to put it in this blueprint deployer chest, right here where my mouse is. Not this deployer. Do not put in this one. This one is to make a copy of the book. So what's going to happen is we put the book here. It's going to run its quick strip of code that we give it. Then pull the blueprint from this deployer chest down to this wooden chest, and with this signal of C, thanks to the very generous developer of the mod, made it so when you have a blueprint or book with a signal of C, it will then make a copy of that in this deployer chest, which then we will take this electric inserter and pull that out and put it into this passive provider chest. System was lacking a wooden chest. Now all the technology we will need will be just make sure you have the whole logistic network completed and whatever you need for the blueprint deployer, as well as, yeah, I'm pretty sure this is pretty self-explanatory. Let's just kickstart this, shall we? Alright, our timer is kickstarted. Huh. So I know we don't have any solar panels in the network. Oh, wait. So we don't want any solar panels and we don't want any batteries. Alright. And with my godlike abilities, let's just queue up 300 of those, 200 of those. Yeah, that's right. We're not part of the main grid, so I'm just going to throw everything here. Or not. We don't have any construction bots, so we'll I've been trapped. Why? My own creation turned on me. Whatever. The timer's about to go off. Here. We need to make sure that... Okay, we're good. And I screwed this up. Thank you. Thank you, my own stupidity. So we're going to reset. Actually, to reset, I'm just going to say, break everything down real fast. I'm leaving you there. So, let us try this again with a copy of said book. Hopefully this goes by a lot more smoothly. And actually, just throw another robo port right here. To connect it to the main system. I am so sorry, I was not expecting that to happen. So, that happens. That's actually really satisfying to watch. Here, let's just go into a better point of view. Doo -doo. What? Something. Something failed. That. How? How did that. Whatever. That was a bit of a bug. So we'll just follow this for a little bit. So when we reach 8.8 kp, we will make it our next expansion. No. No, no, no. This was working just a moment ago. How? It failed to connect. I think I know what happened. Okay. Okay. We can start in as soon as that chest is placed. Okay, this should work now. Ah, I see why I messed up on the... Okay. So, as you can see, I haven't edited the script. This time it's just running properly. I don't know what happens. Every now and then we get a bug in the system. So, yeah. Now, the reason why I put a delay was I was trying to give it so your logic system would have time to build this whole thing. I guess I overestimate how much time it would need. But I guess as the farther along you go, the longer it takes the bots to reach their end goal. So I guess we'll leave the timer as is. So while we wait, I will admit there are some things I would like to add to this program to make it run a bit more smoothly. Well, one thing really, what I would add, and I'll probably should just do this since I'm the creator, is I would add a storage chest. And I would add it right here. Because then when it comes to pick up its logic gate, it just puts it in there and then moves on to the next one. Rather than carrying it back into my project I've been working on. And as you can tell, we have full construction of the next segment. And they linked so we built this and we had successful recreation, and we'll follow up for one more and then we'll be done. Some possible applications for this kind of farm is you could put them like in series to each other, so they'll just make this nice little C. And you only have to make the startup. After the initial startup, you could just walk away from them. And they'll keep expanding. Granted, if the terrain ends up making it so this chest cannot be built, then the whole system is lost. Or if one of if one of the two bottom tower or substations cannot be built either, the system will not be built or will not run. It will stop there. So that's its stopping condition, is either one of these two can't be built. This can't be built. This is the cider gate. Or if the chest itself can't be built. Other than that, I would say this is a fairly rugged design for self-duplication. And as we watch, we're about to go into the mountains. Actually, I should probably get into a better viewing point so we can observe that. Ah, perfect test to show how it handles terrain. Basic terrain. And what? No. I'm confused. Like, what? What the heck? I don't need to have it build the solars because we can see. It's really just confusing me now. So, can I get another copy? Thank you. Put it up here. Oh, they're building that. Okay. So, as you can see when it does work, it somewhat. I need to stop advertising because it's not working. Why isn't it working? Uh, of course, you weren't working because you weren't getting that explains a lot now. Got the right book? Yes, we do. That's why it wasn't working. We didn't have all the equipment needed. So let's see. Where you work now? Yeah, I could care less, but that. If we can complete 3 successful reproductions, I will take it that we have successfully created a self self expanding solar farm. There we go. And a good way to deforest areas. Okay. Now, one thing you're probably wondering is how do I get my blueprints to take out that deployer chest? Little trade secret. I guess it's not a trade secret. Um, at the very start of it, we have a combine, whatever this is sending a signal to out to delete any chests that are built. Now, why isn't our chest being deleted right now? Because we have another one countering it. And how do we get this one to always build before this one? That is another easy one. If we always have these on hand, and this is in the build phase before this one, it will build this one before it will build that. Basically the queue up order. So we have everything. So this is how far the last one got. Mm, kind of nice. I see this being very practical for most people. Just fire and forget, and have as many solars as one could as many solars as one could possibly ask. Alright, and there you have it. So, successful reproduction. and this will just keep going on until it can no longer go on. So before I let off, I'm going to talk about some of the difficulties I had with this project. One, where the heck was I going to put my RoboPort? I kind of got this idea fairly early on. I was just try to put it in the center, and then I just kind of put it off towards the edge of this little central cube. And then the next bit I was struggling with is how the heck am I going to fit all my code in this tiny itty bitty space? That was a lot of trial and error. I'm not even going to lie. That was just trial and error. No genius, no nothing. Just trial and error. If you also want to know, this is the style of coding I'm more used to in this game. So going from this, a strip of commands, to a very mashed up strip of commands. Yeah, a bit of a difference. But a very welcome challenge. Anyways, that will be my video for you all today, and I hope you enjoyed.